In this video, I'm going to be telling you 5 ways you make yourself look really cheap as a man. So it's best for you to sit back, relax, and enjoy this video with me. Hey my people, welcome back to the channel. I am IJ and this is Love Lounge. This channel is where we keep it real about love, relationship, dating, and building healthy relationships. Today we are going to be talking about 5 things that makes you look terribly cheap to any woman. This signs does not only make you cheap, it also makes you look or seem desperate, even though you are not really desperate, but this sign has a way of projecting desperation on you. Let's just dive straight into it. Number 1, being over persuasive or over pursuing too quickly. Let's assume you meet a girl that you like and you feel like you want to build something with her. There is a thin line between you making your intentions known like a man with confidence and you being too persuasive or you being too pursuing. Women cringe at men that appears to be stalking or appears to be a disturbance, especially when you want to get that woman. A high value man do not chase, they only attract. They ooze out confidence, which in turn makes women get attracted to them. A confident man do not pursue. They show their interest without being too persuasive and without being too pursuing. So please take it a notch down with the constant texting, constant phone calls, constant checking up, like you call up on her like 30 times in a day. I just want to know how you're doing, just so you create this impression that you're a caring man. You really do not need to do all that. I also need you to take it down a notch when you're building your life, your whole life or your whole existence around a woman. This really makes you look like someone that does not know what he wants for his life. Some men even go ahead to plan their whole future even on their first date. Like on the first date, you're already planning life and planning future and planning how many kids and talking about lifetime issues with this lady you are just going on the first date with. This does not only scream desperation, it also screams low confidence. Like you feel like you need to show a lot for her to believe what you're saying. You feel like you need to talk a lot or say a lot for her to believe what you're saying. A lot of women love men that holds confidence and go straight to what they want and say less. I want you to remember that a calm energy is a much more powerful energy. When you show that you are calm, you're grounded, and you know exactly what you're doing, you know exactly what you're saying, and you use just the right amount of confidence, that alone is very attractive. Second thing that makes you look really cheap and desperate is when you flash money or flash your status or flash your material things. Are you that man that posts flashy things, flashy cars, flashy restaurants, or even go on fancy dinners and post them online just to impress a lady? That's not confidence, that is compensation. You feel like you need to do all this in order to get her attention, which in turn sometimes make a lot of women follow you just for what they can get from you and not for who you really are. Women who are emotionally mature are constantly looking for men who are filled with substances. You really do not need to buy her love, you just need to be the man she respects. You don't let your money speak for you or let your fancy dates or fast. You don't need to do too much for her to know that yes, you are grounded, yes, you have that money, yes, you're rich. Your carriage, even the way you speak, even the way you relate with her says a lot about you. You don't need to take dozens of pictures in a car, in a Ferrari, in a Lamborghini and post every 2 working days just to impress any lady. You really do not need to post those fancy dates you went for. This makes hungry women run after you and in turn making emotionally mature women leaving you behind and not want to do anything with you, because that is not really what they are onto. That is not really what they want. You need to be the man she respects. You need to be the man that she adores and not she adoring your money or adoring your substances. The next thing that makes you look very cheap and desperate is when you are always concurring on her or agreeing to everything she says. That whatever she says goes. Yes, you are okay with everything she says and you don't have an opinion just because you want to impress her. That does not really look good on you. This only portrays you as a man that does not know what he wants, that does not have his own say, or that is not well grounded. You might actually think that saying yes to everything she says is going to bring winner over, but guess what? It actually does the opposite. Grown and mature women want a man with his own identity, with his own opinions, with his own boundaries and a stance on his ground. If you're always agreeing to what she says, it begins to look like or seem like or feel like like you're fake and also makes you look really desperate and needy. Most times when men do this, it's just for the woman to give an approval of what they want or the things that they want from them. But the truth is, that doesn't really work. It might actually work for women that does not genuinely want you, but just want you for what you have. But for grown and mature emotional women that knows what they are looking for in a man, this does not work. Number four, posting extra pictures and oversharing online. Trust me, a lot of women do not really love men that are 24/7 on the internet. They are 24/7 online. Like, go get a job, go get something doing. You don't have to be on our faces every time. You don't have to post pictures of yourself in the gym, like 5 pictures of yourself in the gym, 20 pictures of yourself. Extra pictures that does not really speak well of you. You see, when you post constant selfies, shirtless pictures, or sad boy pictures, and posting sad mood just because you have been ghosted or something, my dear, that does not even make you look like a man. It really brings your point down. A lot of women are not moved or does not enjoy this kind of thing. It's actually giving needy and it's not really desirable. Listen, confidence is really quiet, but attention seeking is as loud as it can get. As a man listening to me, I need you to build a presence and not just a performance. You're not a clown, okay? Sometimes a little piece here and there won't hurt, but you pouring out shirtless pictures and also doing all these things just to get attention of women online really does not help. Lastly, trying too hard to prove your point. Usually when a man constantly brags about his life, his connections, the things he has, his job or his past relationships, it's usually because he doesn't feel like enough on his own. It's usually because he feels like he needs to tell these stories of all these things that he has, or all the life or the past relationship he has, or his job or his connections. He feels like he needs them to boost his presence, his confidence. Trust me, your value does not need to be announced. It should be felt. Let your character speak for itself. So be that man that knows his worth and not the one begging to prove it. You really do not need to prove anything to anybody. Just let your character let it speak for itself. You don't need to be the talkative. You don't need to be the one doing too much. If you are the type that always feel the need to talk about your connection, talk about I once dated Alicia Keys, I once dated Mariah Carey. If you feel like you need to do so much or say so much about these things, it only tells that you don't feel enough for yourself. You don't feel enough for who you are. You feel you need to add or include all these things into your personality, or tell people, announce all these things to people for them to see you the way you really want them to see you. Trust me, you really don't need to do all that. Let your character, let your presence, let your energy speak for you. The way you carry yourself, your courage, the ambience that follows you, let it speak. Right? There is so much confidence in silence. Like I said earlier, it is only the empty ones that feel they need to make so much noise. Okay? This is 5 of the major things that make a lot of men look really cheap, needy, and desperate to some women, and which in turn turn off some women. These things turn a lot of women off. Okay? Alright, so I hope you're not in this category of men. If you are, I hope you try to make amendments as from today. Okay, thank you very much for watching up until now. I hope you have subscribed to the channel. If you have not, please go ahead and do that. Subscribe to the channel and also click the notification bell right beside it. Like the video. So drop your comments. What are those things that you feel makes men look cheap and desperate? Or if you feel you don't agree with anything I've just said, go ahead and drop it in the comment section. Let's converse there. Okay, I love you and I will see you in the next video. Bye.